internet.
Makeup with friends. Jess, one more.
Hi guys, I'm Carrie, the owner and creative director of Make Beauty, and this is my friend Jess.
Hi.
Jkissa.
Yes.
On Instagram. We are internet friends and now we're IRL friends.
I know.
It's so cute.
Makes my heart so happy.
Me too. Jess is gonna walk us through one of her favorite looks featuring the Heat Stroke cheek tint, and we're gonna pair it with Cream Supreme. And then Jess is gonna give us some hot tips.
I hope they're good tips.
Oh, I bet they're great. So you are, I would say, more of an editorial makeup artist.
Correct.
I would love to do makeup together, how you would do makeup on set.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Where do you usually start?
Skin prep, always skin prep.
Yeah, same.
I take a lot of time with skin prep because I myself don't use foundation and I try to do very minimal skin because I think that skin is so beautiful, and so skin prep is key. So let's start with moisturizer.
Okay.
I'm gonna be using the Hydrascape.
Yes.
And I love like a lot of moisturizer.
So do I.
Do you want some?
I would love some.
So I like to really warm it up in my hands.
Okay.
And then like massage it into the skin.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, this is one of our best-selling skincare products. It's kind of like lightweight, but very rich at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think the glow that it has, obviously people love. But the other thing that I love about the Make moisturizers is that they actually like don't sit on top of skin. They don't feel heavy on your skin, and they actually hydrate for so long.
Yeah. This has a really nice slip to it.
Yeah.
Have you ever mixed it with the blushes?
No.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that.
We'll do it. Now let's go in with some Orbital Balm. I always like tap it in. Ooh, this feels cooling.
Yeah.
Wow. It really absorbs too. I feel like it's not gonna pill.
It doesn't.
That's so
I
nice.
verified it.
You're like, I need to make sure of this.
Well, that was always my thing. All of it has to work with makeup because there's nothing worse than like prepping your skin and then having things pill. Or then like congeal or like pool or something, you know? And you're like,
or separate, like, yeah.
I guess I have to redo my whole thing now.
Oh, been there many times.
Yeah.
All right, let's prep the lips. I like to prep the lips just while we are doing the rest of our makeup. This is the Serum Balm in the shade Nude Nova.
Bestseller.
We picked all the hits today.
I mean, I personally think everything is great, but I'm biased.
What's your like most favorite product if you had to pick one?
I would say it's this.
Really?
Like if there was like an emergency situation, God forbid, I'd be like, where's my Supercell? If I could actually live in it, that would make me really happy. Can we make a jumbo?
Yeah.
Like, you know, La Mer has that like insanely large jar.
6K or something.
Yeah.
It's
I would love that
wild.
size.
Okay, so what I like to do now is move on to brows.
Okay.
I like to brush my brow hairs up, and then I
love
add
that.
a little powder.
Okay.
Because
oh yeah.
like if you feel your brows, like they're a little bit slippery.
Yeah.
And so having the powder on there like will help.
I always do brows first too.
You have incredible brows.
We can thank my mom. Actually my grandfather, but her dad. So it's her genetics. I was texting her last night and I was like, what are your top 3 favorite make products? She said the brow pencil, which I was so surprised by because like she just doesn't do anything to her brows because she's like, they're kind of a lost cause at this point. She said that she wears Diffusion Dew and then the face scrub were her top 3.
That's so sweet.
And she's like, well, I don't know, the lipstick too. Oh, but I don't know, but also this. Shout out to moms.
Little bit of powder.
Okay.
On top of the brows.
Okay.
I just like dust it over. I love the weight of these brushes. They sit in your hands so nice.
When we were developing these, like I wanted them to feel weighty because I love weighty brushes. And there was a moment where with the team where they were like, I don't know, are makeup artists are they gonna feel like they're too heavy because they're, you know, lifting their arms up? And I was like, I feel like it kind of makes it ergonomic in a way.
Yeah, like it just sits right there.
Yeah.
So I like using clear brow gel to shape my brows how I want because my brow hairs are like very sparse compared to yours. So when I'm doing this on myself, like I always try to go in and shape my brows with the brow gel and then fill in from there.
I don't usually fill in my brows.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, like you don't need to.
Yeah, I don't usually fill in my brows because sometimes I just feel like they're too heavy or I'm lazy. But every time I do it, I'm always like, oh, I should do that more often.
When you go out of the house, is there one product that you have to put on?
It's probably brow.
Interesting.
I mean, Tom Ford talks about this all the time, how like Like when you do your brows, you create the shape of your face
Mhm.
and give it like the frame almost.
So now fill in your brows.
Okay.
I have to do a lot of balancing with my brows. I
Mhm.
feel like you don't have to do that. Are you gonna come out with a brow pen?
I don't know.
I'm here just asking all the questions, making requests for products I want.
Yeah, no, please do it. Is there like a method or do you just fill in where you feel like?
I fill in where I feel like it needs balancing. So for me, that's like a lot of the outer portion.
Yeah.
And then I kind of, on myself personally, like I leave the inner portion kind of open because if I start to fill in here, it can kind of get really boxy really quickly on myself. And I'm even cautious about that when I'm like doing makeup on clients.
Yeah.
So if I need to fill in here, that's when I go in with a brow pen and do it like really lightly.
Yeah.
So it looks like individual hairs opposed to like an actual shadow.
Yeah. Some of my favorite brows ever are Nicole Kidman's brows in the Moulin Rouge. She has like eyebrows out to her temples. I'm literally like, your eyebrows are touching your hairline. But it looks great.
Do you want to move on to eyes or do you want to do complexion?
However you do it.
Depends on my mood.
That's great. I mean, same. It depends on what kind of eye I do, usually.
Yeah.
Like if I do liner, like a big eye look, I'll do that first. And then I'll go in with complexion so that I can wipe off any fallout.
Let's do eyes first then.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Okay.
Tell me what we're using because this isn't out yet.
Okay, this is the new Make Eye Shaping Stylo. I would always refer to this as an eye contour stick. But as we've like gone through development, like it is actually like a multi-use stick for the eye. And even I think for like precision contour, if you wanted to do lips or you wanted to do nose, but it can also be a very smudgy eyeliner kohl that would go around your lashes, or it could like be in a crease, it could be a cut crease. It's really blendable, but then also like once it dries down, like it stays. So it could be a primer, it could be like a transition shade. Like it's a really actually like a multi-use product.
How are you gonna do your eyeshadow?
Well, I was gonna ask you the same.
Okay, we're kind of like basing this off of like a Brooke Shields photo, right?
Yes.
Where she had like
yes.
super orange blush, super orange lips. I think I might go in with the shade Cultivate. I think that'll look really nice with the orange. And then we can always like add something on top of it.
Okay.
I'm just going for it, by the way.
Yeah.
I just
Great.
like scribble on my eyes.
So do I.
And then I can just use my finger to tap and blend.
I went pretty dark.
I can add on top and go dark with you.
You like do the same but different,
Yeah.
you know?
These blends so easy.
I also think the shades and kind of the overall finish is very unique because they're not an eyeshadow stick.
I'm gonna go in with Latitude, kind of closer to my lash line, just to make it a little bit darker.
That shade really matches like the color of your brows and lashes.
Oh, you're right.
Lash hairs. They're like cool. It's like cool taupey.
Yeah, that blended so nice.
You know, I was even nervous that I wasn't gonna do it quick enough. This is honestly like my favorite thing to do with my eyes. It's just brown.
That looks great.
I'm gonna put a little under too.
Oh, I forgot about under.
We love under. So Jess, even though I already know the story,
What story is this?
it's about your career. Don't
Oh.
What if I was about to like have some hot goss?
I was like,
I would never. Walk me through how you started in beauty, your career path.
Just like everything up until now.
Yeah.
All right, how much time do we have? Starts back when I was like really young. I was bullied for how I looked and like I didn't feel beautiful, and I would just go home and watch makeup tutorials online and like I would just absorb as much knowledge as I could.
Yeah.
And I'm from a really small town in Oregon, and so I learned about this brand called MAC Cosmetics. I would just always like want to go to a MAC counter. And I was like, there's no way that there's one close to me, but there ended up being one close to me. So I asked my mom to take me to it, and she took me to it, and I was like just in awe of like all the colors and stuff.
Yeah.
A makeup artist wanted to do my makeup, and she did like a really beautiful sunset eye on my face, and I felt beautiful for the first time.
Aww.
And she's like still my best friend.
This MAC artist?
Yeah, her
Oh
name's
my
Megan.
God.
Yeah, she's still my best friend. I've known her forever now. And then that was my tunnel vision, was just doing makeup. And I graduated high school early, came to LA like fresh out of graduating, and then went to makeup school. I went to makeup designery and then trained in both beauty and special effects, even though special effects is not my thing.
I'm gonna call you on Halloween.
Everyone everyone does. And I'm like, you guys, I don't do that anymore. And yeah, so just started working as a makeup artist on set and like on movies. And I didn't really like doing movies because it was like the same thing every day.
Yeah.
And so my boyfriend at the time, which later we got married, he said that I should start YouTube, and he's a director and photographer. And so I started YouTube and then like fell in love with it and just started going with it, and then jumped to very recently. I took a step back from YouTube because I was in a really bad place mentally. I would just sometimes cry before filming. And it was like,
oh my God.
I just had to make a change.
Yeah.
And then I ended up coming out, which was like, I'm so happy. And so, yeah, my life is so different now.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, YouTube? It's been so long. Everything's changed.
Yeah.
I'm kind of split in two directions. Like, I love makeup artistry and I love like product development, but also like being a global makeup artist would be really cool.
Yeah.
And so those are kind of like the two avenues that I'm kind of exploring, even like right now.
Yeah.
I'm exploring that. And so I'm just having a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
like life is really exciting and really fun for like the first time.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
You were big on YouTube, and I think that sometimes it can be hard to walk away from something that like you're used to doing or that, you know, you were good at, gained popularity. It can be hard to walk away, but if it doesn't make you happy, like, good for you. I'm glad that you did that.
All right, should we move on to mascara?
Yeah.
I normally apply bottom lashes first and then the top.
Oh, okay.
So like, you know when you, like if you apply mascara to the top and then you kind of look to do the bottom,
Yes.
then you get the marks. This fixes that.
Hot tip. Oh, one thing I love about the way that you do makeup that I think is super aligned with make is that it's very finished but clean skin. It's not overdone.
Thank you.
But there is still a look. Like I think for you, a lot of the time it's eye.
I don't wear foundation. Let's go in with concealer. Okay, we're the same shade, 3C.
Yeah.
I love this concealer. It's incredible. Wears beautiful throughout the day.
It does.
The shade is not too yellow, which is great because I feel like a lot of concealers pull really yellow on me.
Yeah.
The doe foot, incredible.
It holds like the perfect amount of product.
It really does. So I just go in anywhere that I feel like needs corrected.
Okay.
So for me, that's underneath my eyes.
Yeah.
And then because my face is really red right now, I'm just gonna cover that up too. And then when I get to the outer corner of my eyes, I like to really lift.
I do the same. I do under eyes and then I correct redness, which is pretty much all over my face. So.
Okay, I'm gonna set with powder. I just set the under eyes and then like around my nose and then around like my jaw. And I wanna kind of keep the cheeks free of powder.
Yeah.
Let's move on to like blush and basically why we're here.
Yeah.
This lives in my makeup bag permanently because it is so pretty. I feel like people don't know about this shade.
Oh, I would agree.
It can be very easily diffused or you can really build it up. It's iconic. Do you want to mix in a little bit of the moisturizer with it and like see how that goes? Kind of like a riff on the Hailey Bieber, how she would do that.
Oh yeah.
Inflamed. I'm just gonna put like a bunch of it on the back of my hand.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a little bit of the moisturizer and just start to like mix it together. And then I like to use my ring finger, but then I'll go in with a brush.
This is almost like a highlighter version of this blush.
This shade is so nice on you.
I like don't reach for this shade.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know who would love this shade is, are you familiar with Namvo?
Yes.
She's my all-time favorite makeup artist.
Yeah.
I feel like she would love this shade.
Little dewy dumpling.
That's my dream.
She would also love Hydrascape.
She would. It looks incredible.
This is a hot trick.
I'm gonna use another shade too while we're here. I'm gonna use Slush.
Yeah. That's another one of my favorites. When anyone asks me like what shade they should get, I always
So pretty.
tell them Slush because I think that it's the most sheer of the shades. And even though it looks purpley in the bullet, it kind of like mimics whatever natural flush you have in your cheeks.
I love it. I'm just gonna go on top, closer to like the top of my cheekbones.
I can't wait for lit.
Me too, I'm excited. Ooh, Stimulated is so pretty.
Yeah.
Why do I wanna add that too? No, I shouldn't. I will literally add every single color and be like, what do you think?
It looks kind of like Neapolitan ice cream. Wait,
really
that could be
does.
a whole vibe.
Yeah. I want more dew. Let's use the Pink Matter Multi Balm.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going on top of my cheekbones.
This was formulated after one of the original make products called the Salve, I think. And it came in a few tints. Actually, it was very popular.
Is this a crazy look?
No, it looks so good.
Okay.
I'm literally staring at your skin, how good it looks.
All right, one lip.
I'm gonna do infrared.
I'm taking New Lava, which is a little bit deeper and a little bit more neutral than that shade. It's so pretty. I typically start at the bottom and then I'll use like the side because it's really defined.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of use that to line the area.
I do that too.
I don't know if you know this trick, but like I always look down in the mirror and then I can kind of see where it's uneven.
Oh my God, that's so smart. This reminds me of one of my nail colors.
Also, when people are like, don't overline that sides.
Yeah.
My lips are so crooked that I have to like adjust.
Oh yeah.
And I'm always like, gosh darn it.
I saw a good TikTok hack the other day. They put a Q-tip in like this and then they did it.
That's genius.
And then anything that like was kind of too outside, because I do that a lot too, but anything, I mean, you can even see it like picks up the excess.
That's so smart.
And if you go outside the line, it gets on the Q-tip, not on your face.
That's genius.
Wow.
Are my lips even? Who knows? It's fine if they're not.
This shade with your eye color,
That shade with your eye color.
like your eyes got greener and
Yours
mine
got
got bluer.
I love this.
Ooh, hello. This makeup is amazing. It's exactly what I had envisioned. And honestly, I don't know if I would have done this without you here, so.
Really?
Thank you for being my emotional
So
support.
Of course. That lip color is like made for you.
So good.
I love it on you.
I love that lip color on you.
Thank you.
That was my favorite red.
Now it's that one, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on Makeup with Friends.
Of course.
Hope you guys learned a lot of hot tips and tricks. Be sure to follow Jess on Instagram and
That's pretty much it.
yeah, me too.
And I love your products, obviously. That's why we're here.
That's like the biggest compliment to me when makeup artists love make product, because you guys use so many products all the time, and you also need to like be able to use products that you can rely on and that you know will work.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
That is such a seal of approval for me. It's when makeup artists love make.
Well, I love it.
Yeah. Well, I love you too. Thanks, Jess. Oh. Okay, you know, smash the like, comment. No, don't do that. Thanks, guys. Everybody loves to drive fast on Olympic.
Okay, so now let's go in with some orbital. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I love when they like behave.
I thought you meant them.
and them. Why am I so dehydrated? It's because I took tequila shots earlier. I feel like that shade I feel like that.
It's been a long day.
Whose phone wasn't off? You're fired. I'm kidding. I feel like there should be an episode of Makeup with Friends where it's like hot ones.
Yeah.
I would smell the hot sauce and be like, ah, it's too hot.